Hey everybody, make some noise for your host of the show, Socially Awkward and Uncomfortable. But seriously, here he is, St. Patrick.
Welcome all my loners, humanitarians, outcasts, starseeds, and dope souls. You are the chosen ones, and if you can't fit in out there, I'll embrace you here. This is the Socially Awkward and Uncomfortable show. Are you comfortable? Is your brain relaxed? Are you patiently waiting for Yeezys to be sold at Ross or Marshalls? Are you ready to finally stop lip syncing that Ice Spice song? Well, my friend, sit back and relax and know that this show at times might make you feel awkward and uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable like when someone you don't like says something funny. Not awkward like when you throw yourself a fart and someone walks right into the cloud dust. This show may cause discomfort that may at times talk about uncomfortable situations, the conditions to which you just might not know what to say. I am your host, Mr. St. Patrick, and we got Elijah, Wealth for Generations lead behind the scenes.
Yo, don't get all nervous just because you're interviewing the boss.
I know, right? Yes, that's exactly why. We had two amazing and dope guests today. I appreciate them for coming on and showing love and allowing me to be able to give the opportunity to show what Habari Entertainment is doing to my viewers. 3 shows in one is a beautiful thing. So let me give you another round of applause.
Yeah, man. Got the whole crew in the house.
Yes. My first guest is the queen of Habari Entertainment and has some dope games. You can follow along and you might think you know you have the answer, but like Kanye says, you don't have the answer, Sway. She enjoys poetry and reading. And actually, she's going to say a bunch of poetry for us at the end. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just kidding. Please help me welcome half of Habari Life, Aisha.
That's good.
My other guest is the man, the myth, the legend himself. He had a group called Lyrical Trilogy. Please help me welcome Habari Life himself.
Wow.
How you doing?
You found, what did you dig that up?
I tried to do my homework a little bit.
Yeah, man, you did.
Yes. Real quick, what to my viewers, what is Lyrical Trilogy?
It was just some I would say a couple fellas, coming together.
Yeah.
Love music. We wanted to do something different because we were big on wordplay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we wanted to do something that was more lyrical because we thought that we were lyricists.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we did a couple albums together. We had an underground album. We have an album that you still can find now that I did put, that is
Okay.
you can buy still on Amazon and everything else. It's out there. You can buy it. But nobody did. So we broke up.
Oh man. Was it more like East?
What was the name of that album?
Self-named Lyrical Trilogy was the name of the album.
Yeah.
So, but I was at the end of my MC career.
Okay.
I didn't want to spend more than 10 years rapping.
Yeah.
And didn't, kick through the door. You know
It's
what I mean?
hard too for a lot of artists. I mean, it's
very
you just
hard,
gotta
man.
just know just to hang it up.
That's real.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people get mad at me, man, but to me, knowing when to say when is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Hanging on too long is
Just
just
like when you having a
nasty,
drink, gotta
man.
know when to say when.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You got to know
exactly.
when to say when.
Yeah.
I mean,
Screw that. I'm still gonna freaking get us to do a cipher. I don't know when I'm gonna present it, but we doing a cipher, and it's gonna be on Habari Live Entertainment. Well, not
that would be
Habari Live,
funny.
but it'll be on Habari Entertainment.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
I like how you said lyricist though. And I say it because there's no lyricists. I mean, there is
No.
some good artists today, but they're not really going
No.
back to the basics. I mean,
they
back
think
when,
they are.
Yeah, when people were grinding, and that was the only way to get in is when they had to battle it
And
out.
then you couldn't chop nobody else's musical lyrics or anything like that either, because then that would
You couldn't
cause all types
steal.
of beefs.
Yeah.
But men and my guy Jay, we both old school. You know what I mean? We both had an old school feel.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? We both loved double entendres, triple rhyming in lines.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think to me, we were really dope, man. But people, you know what I'm saying? We weren't talking about shooting,
Right.
killing. Now we were just talking about lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And having a good time with that. I never wanted to talk about shooting and killing
Yeah.
in my songs, bro. And truthfully, I probably would have went further if I did.
Honestly,
I
I
just
was the
didn't want
same
to,
thing.
man.
I was a
didn't.
conscious rapper, and I wasn't
Yeah.
getting a lot of like.
No, people don't get that love.
They
People
don't.
like they like drama. They
Yeah.
like killing, murder.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are some conscious rappers that do make it through the cracks.
It is.
Like
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
a very
say
conscious rapper.
he's a conscious rapper. I would say that he's some of his songs are conscious to what's going on, but I wouldn't put him in that book. Period. I would say like Common.
J. Cole.
Yeah. Would you say J. Cole is I wouldn't really say that,
No.
because if you listen to some of his songs, it's not like he's really, conscientiously going after the
Certain
man,
topics.
Yeah.
or he's not going after the government.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? He could
Yeah.
talk about things that's going on in the neighborhood in a very insightful, eye-opening way. He is good
Right.
at that. But I wouldn't say he would be in that realm of the conscience,
That's hard to say
comments
then.
and things.
I feel like J.
Because-
Cole's conscious-ish.
Right.
Yeah, I guess
Exactly. Because you listen to Common, man. He's you learning every line,
Right.
bro.
But I don't know anybody past that then.
Nah, man.
That's
I mean,
really-
it's
Most
there's
Def.
some Most Def. He's
Black
definitely
Star as a
anybody-
group.
Black Star, definitely. Those guys were going in, man, and you're learning the whole time.
right.
And they're giving you
KRS-One.
game, KRS-One,
But
But
definitely.
they're not really doing music though anymore.
No,
That's
KRS-One
no,
put
man.
out an album this
No.
past year.
He did,
Yeah.
but they don't get the
Recognition.
and media that you know what I mean that the newer guys get. It's old school, man. Nobody's conscious anymore like
And I
they
hate the
used to
term
be.
old heads. I hate the fact that
I
that's
hate
like,
that shit.
Yeah, it's like if you
Oh,
don't
so-
respect like the new generation, it's
Mhm.
like, oh, you're an old head.
Oh,
It's like,
head.
Sorry to
No, like-
interrupt, but let's give a shout out to Toby Nwigwe.
oh, I was gonna dude, that dude is
That's
dope.
conscious for sure.
Who is that?
Oh man,
Y'all
you
know
gotta
who
check him
Toby
out.
Nwigwe is?
And not,
Uh-uh.
not just him,
Oh man,
but
you
his
need to
wife
listen
too.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His- yeah.
Fat. I think
Really?
is what she goes by. Her
Yeah.
stage name,
Yeah.
Fat, or something like
Well,
that.
see,
or
well, see,
Fat
that's
or
the
something.
thing, man. The people nowadays who are doing it, they're not getting
Yeah.
the recognition that
They're
they
not.
deserve.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean?
he's not getting
At all.
mainstream recognition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the parts that suck. When you have the talent, you're talking about things that can move the people forward,
Right.
and nobody pays you any attention.
Yeah, that's dope that you said that, Elijah, because I actually have that in the notes to mention later on. But I wanted to mention and make today's show a little bit about your show, because the fact that like I think what you guys do is dope. I'm
Mhm.
watching along. I'm trying to get some of the answers, but I'm like, shit, like I don't have it half the time. So it's dope.
Hey, you do better than a lot of people, man.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kill it, man.
Yeah, and I wish more people would like follow along. 'Cause
Me
it's,
too.
It's dope.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
Our main thing is teaching, bro.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. It's
Yeah.
just like giving people the opportunity to learn
Right.
something different,
Yeah.
and instead of also doing a different type of show.
Yeah.
I seem like everybody's doing the same
Exactly.
shit,
Yeah.
man.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're
Yeah.
like, man, let's do something that has fun. Let's spotlight businesses.
Right.
You know what I mean? Make sure that we're spotlighting the companies and people that's upcoming, small businesses for sure.
Right.
Nothing large, just small businesses and people who are trying to get their foot in the door. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Let's give them publicity. And we also read something that from Oprah, you know what I mean? And she's to me one of the biggest media
Yes.
stars ever.
She had to put in a lot of work for it.
And she's raw.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And to me, I look up to her. That's the type person that we
And she built most
want
of
to be. She built it all herself.
Yeah.
off of normal everyday people. She
And-
didn't
and-
care
Yeah.
if you were famous
That's
or
real.
Right.
Her show was
had an
about everyday people.
influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Let me give
mean?
her a shout out or an applause.
For real.
But I mean, it didn't come easy for her.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, she put in the grind. She
Yeah,
put in
man.
the work and everything else.
She came up from Chicago
Right.
on local television, man.
Yeah.
And hey, dude, she made her own way by connecting with the everyday people, and
Yeah.
that's what I really when I heard that sentence, I just like that. I was like, man, that's what we
Yeah.
have to do.
Yeah.
Let's not focus on these people that already think they're somebody. All these people who already think that they're special.
Right.
Let's focus on the people who I'm just normal going to work every day.
Yeah.
I'm just a person who trying to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying
Right.
to do something different. And those are people we want to talk to, man. Cause all these other people who think they're so great and so, they're not
Right.
appreciative of this situation.
Yeah.
They're not appreciative of the spotlight.
Yeah.
So, that's why I don't even want to spend time with those type people. Let's spend time with the people who really care
Exactly.
about what's going on
Definitely.
and really care about this time and really care about the set and what's going on and how much
Yeah.
time we're putting into what they're trying to do.
Yes.
But
'Cause,
not only
man,
that, too, though, we spend a lot of time speaking with each one of the businesses individually,
for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
and for a business to say or agree
Uh-huh.
to come on to the show,
Right.
and then once confirmation comes out for the week, and it's your turn for the week, and we reach out and say, hey, we're confirming you for this week.
Yeah.
We'd like your photo, your logo, things like that you would like to use for promotional
Mhm.
reasons.
Yeah.
And then we take our time and we create promos, and
Right.
we promote you coming onto the show for that
Mhm.
week, and then you don't show,
Yeah.
or
That's the hardest part.
you don't send a message or
Right.
call or anything saying that I'm not going to make it, or it's 15 minutes into your spotlight, and you're like, oh, can I reschedule?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lack of respect.
I don't know, man.
To me,
It's tough.
if we're taking the time
Exactly.
to spotlight you and your company or your business,
Uh-huh.
please just be appreciative of that,
Yeah.
and say, okay, you guys are taking time to acknowledge me.
Yes.
Let me make sure that I'm taking time to at least show face to be acknowledged.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, you would think that. I mean,
It seems common logic.
I mean, you would think. But hey, man.
But I love the fact that you said that, because it takes a lot of time creating these episodes, and
you do.
I do have to give a shout out to you guys, because you guys are, I think I overheard you guys are booked till the end of the year.
yeah, man. Yeah.
That's a lot of work right there.
It is, man. I give it to her, man. She do most of the booking.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will hit me up, but most of the time it's just her, all her making posts, talking to other companies and businesses trying to get it together. But we do have people hit us up too. You know what I mean? And be like, hey, I want to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? People, like they like what's going on. You know what I mean? They want to be a part of it. So
Yeah.
Former guests who will message us and say, hey, do you
Yeah,
guys take
right,
guest
right.
recommendations?
Yeah.
Yes,
and
we
they'll
do.
hit us up. And TJ Super, he was really dope, man. He's helped us get a lot of people. Even Vinton, Vinton Blandon from ABC 15.
Yeah.
He's helping us out, getting us people. The guy we had on last week, Jamar.
Younger.
He's you just
PBS.
got, he already had an opportunity for us. We couldn't make it Thursday. We got kind of busy. Apologize for that for Jamar. But that's the kind of thing I think about too, man. You
Right.
get opportunities, and somebody caters this opportunity towards you. It's a little different
Yeah.
than somebody just asking you to come somewhere. You know what I mean? We catered this towards you. It's all for you, and you don't show up. To me, I just, on the real, you want to know what I do to people who don't. You'll never get on here again.
Yeah, I give them the baseball role.
You're done.
Kind of like the baseball role. I give them 2 chances. After 2 chances, I'm not gonna work.
You're done.
That's
I'm
it.
never gonna work with you.
Baseball
Yeah.
has 3 strikes though.
Well, that's it, kind of, because like
I'm just.
I
I'm
hate
just messing
having to
with you.
reach out to
For real.
people, and if they can't take the, I'm doing
It's
this for
people I'm
them.
cool with. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That was supposed to come on the show and they never showed up. I'll never hit them up again.
Yeah.
I just don't have no time for that, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's if they asked me to come on their show, I would be there.
Yeah.
In an instant. And I've been there for other things that they've asked me to do. I'll be there in an instant.
Right.
They can't even show up. If you, to me though too, if you you say, hey, I can't show up, but hey, let me reschedule with you.
Yeah. If you reach out and say, hey, can I
I can't make it.
reschedule?
Yeah.
Let me reschedule for the first week that you have open, bro. I'll reschedule to make.
Right.
If you don't say that sentence behind I can't make it,
Yeah.
I'm straight up done with you.
Yeah.
Because that's just terrible business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we're not gonna just offer to reschedule you.
Right.
You have to
say,
ask,
hey,
can I get rescheduled?
can I get a
Yeah.
reschedule? Because to me, if you don't even ask, you don't even care. Hey, I'm not coming up. I'm not showing up. And you just going on, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna. I'd made the mistake before with Jared Mappin. I'm gonna say his name because he's horrible.
Yeah.
And he does it every time. He says, yes, I'll be there, and he doesn't show up.
Yeah.
I mean, I will never do, just because I gave him several opportunities and he's every time flushed it down the toilet. I'll never do it again, man. For anyone. One time, that's it.
Yeah.
I move on. Because hey, I don't have time, bro. It's too
Right.
much. It's too much going on. There's people who want to be here.
Yeah.
So why should I waste time on people who don't really
Yeah.
care?
They're taking the other people's opportunity.
That's real.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's real.
Next time that happens, you gotta be like, sorry, but we're done because we're building, boy.
Right.
Yeah.
For real, man. it's just so whack. I just don't deal with it.
So what makes your show different from other shows?
I think
We're
at
not
first, go ahead.
everyday couple show. Most
Yeah.
shows that podcasts that you see online
Right.
are couples,
Right.
usually both behind the camera doing something or
Mhm.
talking to somebody or doing a skit or
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
something.
I don't know. I think the main thing that makes us different is the set, number one.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And number two, the bringing the news to people is totally different. I
Yeah.
think that everybody else is doing music or they're doing a podcast that's based a certain subject or a certain art. I don't think that's anyone is touching all the subjects that we're trying to touch at the same
I
time.
have to agree. Because I'm learning stuff, from previous episodes that you're having. Everybody's just
Mhm.
focusing on the pop culture,
Right.
Mhm.
and they're only gravitating to what's being talked about at the moment.
What's
Mhm.
trendy?
Right.
Right.
You guys aren't doing that. You guys are talking about just everything in a whole. So
Yeah.
that's what I look at.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
like.
I think that some things you might miss throughout the week
Yeah.
because you might have been focused on Kanye all week and arguing about that on Facebook, you
Yeah.
know, or whatever the situation. So we
Right.
try to give you the biggest stories throughout the week
Yeah.
that's been going on and have a discussion about those stories. You know, you've been talking about it all week, so let's bring that ammunition on Saturday morning
Yeah.
and let's talk about it. You know what I mean? I on my Facebook page, if you friends with me, you'll see I'm about open discussion.
Yeah.
And I never down anyone for what they post or what they have to say or their opinions. I just want to have open discussions.
Right.
You know what I mean? I understand that some people might see things differently. I try to combat them with information
Yeah.
and real information and try to get them to read what I'm reading and see what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
That's what we try to do. We don't want to down people. We don't want to down talk
Right.
people. We know we're going to disagree. There's going to be things we disagree on,
Uh-huh.
but let's listen to each other. We have
Right.
to have this open dialogue, and
Yeah.
that's what it's about.
That's what it should be about.
That's what it
But
should be about
some people are just so close-minded that they just want to they're talking, but they're not really saying anything.
At
And
all,
they're so
man.
quick to attack people. And it's like,
Attack.
relax, dude. Like, it's not that
Man,
serious.
I mean, we was talking about it early on Elijah's show. I mean, I had a gentleman, you know, we're having disagreement and he just started calling me names.
Yeah.
You know,
That's immature.
it's
That's
so
petty.
immature, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
How
grown
can you be
ups,
grown
right?
and still be using vocabulary or actions
man,
of that of a middle
child.
school or
It's today's
elementary school
society.
Right.
student?
Today's society makes everybody feel
It's-
comfortable to talk and say what they feel. It's
It
like
is. It is,
it's-
man.
yeah.
It's everybody's running to their corners. You know,
I
we
bet they
don't.
wouldn't
But
say
then
that in
don't say
person.
something that's going to offend them.
Right.
But I
Then
bet they
they're
won't
mad.
say that in person either.
No.
Yeah.
No, everybody has a
They're
different way
so
of doing
they're
things
so
in
tough
person.
for being,
Mhm.
one way over the keyboard. And it's like,
And that's the reason why I don't talk trash over the internet at all.
yeah, it's hard for me because the fact that I have the One Love brand,
Mhm.
I can't necessarily do
And
that.
exactly, and that's what I was telling Najee.
Yep.
You know, I got a company.
Yeah.
I can't be online fighting with silly people
Yeah.
who are just saying silly stuff to get me riled up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because they're just being on some silly stuff.
And I have to
Eh.
one thing that you were mentioning on your show too. The other reason too is because there's so many people out there that are doing stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
The 8-year-old that you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
that was such a like that hurt me because the
Yeah.
fact that it's like that 8-year-old got
8-year-olds get shot
yeah
because of grown-ups
yeah
issues.
they couldn't control their anger.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
and
That,
it's
talking about that
it's
road
terrible,
rage
man.
they were
Yeah.
talking about on the
Yeah,
show.
man.
Yeah,
Yep.
I heard that too. That's
It's
It's
and
sad.
so sad,
Yeah.
man.
And then, like I said,
And
it
it
was the
happens-
third time
right happens
in the
all
last
time.
couple weeks, man,
Yeah,
that we've had this. We had 2 in Florida in the same situation.
yeah,
And then we have the little girl here. You know what I mean? And what do the 2 states have in common?
No red flag laws.
No gun laws
no gun
at all.
laws.
No,
Yeah.
just open carry everywhere. Just all type, just lax gun laws.
everybody wants to be tough.
Man, dude, we could dude, I know this because I lived it.
Yeah,
When you got a gun, you think you're Superman. Period. And
Anything can
I
happen in a
know
second.
this. And I know this because
Yeah.
I lived it.
Yeah.
I was young, dumb. I lived it. I had to when I realized when I put my gun away,
yeah,
my life changed.
yeah,
My situation changed.
Yeah.
My anger went away. My toughness went away.
Yeah.
My respect for people and what's going on, that was built.
yeah.
Man, dude, you don't have to be the toughest guy in the room and worried about
Right.
who's gonna do what to you, man.
Yeah.
You could come in and just have a good time.
Yeah.
People are always worried about what's going to happen to them.
Yeah.
And when you're living like that, you're living in fear, man. And that's why you have to have that gun. People don't agree with me, but that's why you have it. It's
Yeah.
because you're living in fear. You're
Yeah.
scared that something is going to, or someone is going to do
And the
something
minute
to
that they
you.
have it, they always want to reach out for it. And so,
Man, arguments.
yeah.
We just an argument over a traffic violation,
Yeah.
then rose to the point of these people shooting at each other, man.
Yeah.
And that's socially awkward
Yeah.
and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
For
not
real.
only did they shoot each other or shoot at each other, they shot
They
each
hit each other's daughters.
Yeah.
They
And
both hit each other's daughters.
and the guy's lady was in the car too.
Right.
That could have easily been another situation.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
How could you be tough guy with your daughter and wife in the car?
Yeah.
That's the only time when you'll see me be like, hey man, I'm good. I'm good. I got my kids and my girl with me, man. I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to get hurt in none of this.
Mhm.
Just go on, man. Take your drive, go on, man. I don't understand, man. Life is so
That's
precious,
exactly
man.
what I was saying. That you will see me back down real quick if my
For real.
child's safety
But I think
is
the
in
way
All
that
right,
question.
bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
But to add to your point, Elijah, I think it was what I was thinking about for you. That's smart. That's being there
Yeah,
for
it's
the
smart.
person. That's what we
Right.
should do. Is we
Definitely.
should learn. You're teaching yourself patience.
But you're
and
right
maturity.
though. He's right.
Yeah.
Because that's what we would call it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's being a pussy. He's
Yeah.
backing down. Man, this is everything is situational.
Yeah.
You have to know the situation that you're in. Now,
Yep.
if somebody's attacking your kids and your
That's a
wife,
different story.
that's a different situation.
Right.
Now it's time to ride.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going Super Saiyan.
But
Yeah.
why would you take it to that point where you have to make it that you have to protect them when you don't?
Yeah. He could have just drove off.
Right.
Yeah.
The situation would have been over.
Drive away.
Yeah.
That's why I tell her, I tell her and every girl I ever dated, do not escalate traffic situations. Don't flip people off.
Yeah.
People take my advice. Don't do it. I know you're upset. You've been on the road for an hour. You're ready to get home. I get it, man.
Yeah.
But we want you to make it home.
Yeah. Exactly. 100%.
We want you to make it to your kids.
Sometimes you just gotta take that L.
Man,
That's what I
man,
say.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta
It's
take
not an
that
It's
L.
L.
real.
Yeah.
You may be right in this situation.
Yeah.
But does it really matter if you're right or wrong? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter,
It
especially if
doesn't
your
matter.
kid's life
That's
is on the
real.
line.
That's
Yeah.
real. Give the person that I'm okay and let them go on by their crazy business.
Yeah.
And go on home for your family.
Yeah.
Please.
So what do you hope to accomplish with the whole entertainment business?
Like I said, I want to be Oprah, man. I want to have Habari Productions with our own channel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to like Harpo Productions. She's doing movies now.
Uh-huh.
Documentaries.
She even has her own network.
Yeah, man.
Owned.
That
Yeah.
right.
Can't,
Harpo.
since you
She got a
guys wanna,
channel.
since you guys want to be like Oprah, can I be in the top 10 of when you start giving out cars? When you're like, they get a car, they get a car. I
Hey,
just want to be
man.
top 10 people.
I would love to do something like that. You know what I mean? I would love to build schools and make a difference in the city's communities.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the landscape of what's going on, there's not many black-owned media companies.
Uh-huh.
Oprah's is by herself.
Yeah.
No,
I
she's
mean,
not.
Tyler
Oprah,
Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler
Yeah.
Perry, Oprah, they're a little bit different because Tyler Perry's just doing movies. Oprah is a TV production, but she doesn't really focus on news and things that we're trying to bring forward.
That is true.
So to me, it was like it was an opening. Who's doing the news as black in the black neighborhoods? That's just like, hey, this is black owned. You got CNN, you got Fox, you got all these things. Nobody's big and taking over from that aspect. You know what I mean? You got all these small black owned companies, all these small black owned newspapers. My mission is to make them one, man. I
Uh-huh.
have a bigger mission
Yeah.
because I'm like, dude, to me, how you have your own CNN, this became by, other people coming together.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not just one person.
Merging with
It's right. You
additional
merge and you
network.
bring
Yeah.
in channels, you bring in other networks, and you guys bring this network together.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna take that. And if I get the money, that's what I'm on, man. I'm gonna build black media, news media, go to documentaries, then we'll move on to movies and things like that.
Yeah.
But media, that's the thing, man. I'm in it to
All
forever.
aspects of media.
All
Right.
aspects.
Yeah.
But news and entertainment, sports is number one for us.
Okay.
And the podcast is just a visual way to bring those things to people. because what we're talking about the news. We're going to bring you information about what's going on with parenting, like you do.
Yeah.
We're teaching you how to build the economic and with wealth for generation. We're teaching you about what you're listening to, your music. You know what I'm saying, the entertainment,
Yeah.
the Vine Rebel and the Excel. So we're trying to build a network, and hopefully, once we have this network, we'll be able to take it to our own channel.
Yeah.
And then that channel have shows, and these are the lineups. You can watch Socially Awkward at 3:30. You know what I'm saying, on our channel. This comes on at 4. You know what I mean? And we just build it and keep building, man.
That's why I just every time I'm out there, I'm trying to push the word, because I think all it's gonna take is people to actually to watch you guys. Everything else is done, because I think what you guys are doing is dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that
we do offer a lot. We offer something for everybody.
yeah.
You do, because when I look at other podcasts, everybody's just focused in, like how you said, they're just focused in on hip hop. They're just focused in on just one thing, and that's
Right.
it. You guys have a variety of different things out there.
Including the game show.
Yeah.
Right.
that
That's
comes at
different
the
too.
end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The game show, the way I look at it is, as it builds, it can become its own thing itself.
Yeah.
Where we can have trivia questions and people coming in doing trivia, and we can
I would
build
like
on that
to do a
aspect.
tournament, since we are at the end of our
Right.
very first year of our very first season.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Have a maybe 6 months through season 2, we do a tournament of everybody that's actually won or got the most questions
Nobody ever
right.
wins, but yeah. We could. That would be dope though, to just to have something fun with it.
Right.
That would be dope. But man, hey man, look, I appreciate all you guys and everybody that even takes a second to watch it, because like I said, man, it's gonna
Or
take
even
a
to
family.
share,
Yeah.
It's gonna take everybody to get this built, and to me, it's not about. I know I said black owned, but I don't look anything about race.
Yeah.
I don't care, man. I don't
Honestly, I
care
have
at
to,
all.
and I have to say that about you. When I'm watching your show, you're not focused in on the black topics. You're focusing on the overall everything.
worldly topics.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to. I am black.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to focus on color, man.
But
you go to the website and you see it says we're a black owned.
But we do need
Right.
to focus in on black owned, because the fact that there's so many of these other corporates that are
That's
not
true.
black owned, that
That's
we
real.
should. And to kind of carry it even further, I think us as minorities, we need to support each other as well.
That's real too. Yeah.
Because I hate the fact that everybody's too much attacking each other.
Man.
And that's just me speaking as a Hispanic. Hispanics, Mexicans, we don't get along. We're too busy
man.
Attacking each other.
That's real, man.
I feel like y'all are just as divided as us, man.
I agree.
When it comes down to like Mexicans, American Mexicans,
yeah,
and then I'm sure you can be down with this too, as far as your skin color too, because I know some
lighter
light-skinned
Mexican,
and
darker Mexican.
Yeah. I know on both spectrums, and both spectrums have told me plenty of stories about how the darker Mexicans are excluded because they're darker, and the lighter Mexicans are excluded because they're lighter. Or if you don't speak Spanish, you're excluded from the ones that do speak Spanish.
Yeah. I got dumped in school because they thought I was a white kid.
Yeah.
I was trying to be Mexican, and I'm like, no, like I'm actually Hispanic.
I'm like, nah, man, I can roll my R's.
People are so ignorant, man.
Yeah.
And best believe, even in the black race, people aren't black enough.
Yeah.
People get that all the time.
I got it all the time growing up.
You may speak a certain vernacular, and they're like, you talk like this, or you this. People come at me. Yeah, they come at me all the time because I don't believe in. I'm not a big religious person.
Yeah,
and people give me shit for that. People give me shit for looking at things in a worldly view.
Yeah,
because I can't look at things from a view of a narrow view, man.
Yeah,
you have to learn
exactly
how other people are living, bro.
Yeah.
We were talking about it on Elijah's show about the Jewish people. I've learned a lot more about their culture in the last 5-10 years than I would have known 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And now I can speak better on that and to try to teach people on their ignorance on what they do not know. You know what I mean? We're all just trying to get better. That's what I'm hoping that you people are trying to do. And that's what
why I have these shows. That's what I'm trying to learn.
That's what we're trying to do.
I don't know anything half the time.
Right.
I'm just learning as I go.
Just learning, man. And we're all, just believe, when we doing research for stories to bring you information, we're looking at stories. We're spending the night taking time to bring stories to you that we think that you think would important and what's important to us.
Yeah.
And what we think would change your view on things. Because that's what it's about, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hate the labels, to be honest with you.
Oh God.
Even as far as like how you're saying, you got to talk proper, or
Right.
you gotta he looks Mexican,
Right.
or you gotta he's acting black, or whatever the case is. It's like
It's silly, man.
you're carrying us down,
Yeah.
like if we're supposed to be, in your little
In the box,
Yeah.
and people are okay with that
But
because they've seen people that
Right.
way their whole life, and they haven't seen anyone outside of that.
Right.
So anyone different, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think it would do a lot of good
Mhm.
for it for each person to
Right.
at least spend at least a month engulfed in another culture.
Another person's
Oh, I
culture,
love
yeah.
it. I'm all for it.
Just go
I agree.
somewhere and just
Being
live your life
in their
in
culture,
their culture
Yeah.
and just
and do
engulf yourself.
everything that they do.
Yeah, that would. I mean, I think people need it, man.
I mean,
Come,
America's already such a melting pot with
Oh,
all
I
the
love it,
different
yeah.
cultures that
people
we
walking
have
around
here.
with their eyes closed, though.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
But that's what I'm
saying?
saying. We need to go in and engulf ourselves
Mhm.
into a different culture to see and get a better understanding of how these other cultures
How they
live,
live,
breathe, and
right?
work.
And that's what we try to bring you, because I'm always trying to bring information from everywhere, man, and what's going on, and how other people are doing things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I just think that our shows and what we're all doing, we're all different races and colors, and we all come together. We got LGBTQ being represented with Vine Rebel. We don't we do everything,
Right.
man. We don't care, man. And
Yeah.
I really do not care. I don't want everybody to be black. I want to have everyone in here. I don't care what color you are.
Yeah.
I just want to have everybody in here working together. And I think seeing that will
Hey, that's how it's gonna close the
that's
gap.
that's how
how
you
we're
do
gonna
it,
bring
man.
everybody together.
That's how you do it. And
We
I'm
need to
not,
get that Pacific Islander podcast going.
man. Dude, I don't care, bro. For real. I just love people. I know I type my homies who I work with. One's from, I think he's Libyan. One's Kenyan,
Yeah.
Middle Eastern. We're all cool.
Yeah.
We all talk about our different cultures and the different things that we've seen in our lives, and they come in on the show and help me out. And we're all different people, man. And just be open minded. Stop with the closed minded garbage.
Mhm.
But to kind
Just
of play devil's advocate, one thing that makes it hard for me, kind of cringy a little bit, is when I see like minorities, like when they're doing something like in a negative tone,
mhm.
because I'm rooting for them, because I hate the fact that I know that the white folks are gonna be like, oh, there they go again, and they're gonna start building stereotypes.
That's real.
Kanye, I didn't want to talk about Kanye,
No,
just because I'm tired of it. I'm done. I want to
man.
be past it.
Everybody.
But at the same time, like I'm like, bro, just kick back, because everybody else is gonna use that, and then all of a sudden,
Ammunition. And
and
that's
I
all it
hate
is.
it. I hate
And
it.
that's the main thing that people like me are mad about.
Yeah,
It's like, dog, I don't want this.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They using the white lives matter stuff he's saying.
yeah,
They using everything he's saying against us.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, George Floyd, they using that.
Yep.
George Floyd, he died from fentanyl. Oh, it's some setup to help black people. Like I hear people online talking like that.
yeah. And people believe it. And they're
People
running it.
believe it,
They
man.
gotta go fund me for him
Man,
to raise money, because it's
because
we're
they
wasting
think
too
this
much.
dude was railroaded.
Yeah,
Even though we see a video of him with a knee on his neck.
yeah,
But we got people who want to see, oh, his neck. Kanye said his knee wasn't on his neck. Then last
yeah,
night I heard another dude. He came out saying some crap like, "Oh, I understand how it is to be George Floyd now because the media has its knee on my neck." But you said the dude didn't even have, like, dog. That's why I don't mess with that dude,
yeah.
because I've said it 3-4 years. He will say anything
The
to
thing
get for
that
a soundbite.
And the other thing that like
Anything,
pisses me off is because the fact that there was a person that actually lost their life
and we
with him
playing
saying that,
around it.
and we're playing
Right.
around with it.
I don't. That's why I can't do it, bro.
And I hate talking about it, because of the fact that, like, I
I
don't know,
can't
the
do
whole
it.
just I mean, he could have watched the video, and for him to say all that shit,
Man,
that
hey,
video said a lot.
that's
It
the
said a
Candace
lot.
Owens people, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong? That's the Candace Owens people, G.
Yeah.
When I first saw the George Floyd incident, I was just scrolling through Facebook that day,
Yeah.
and I just happened to just
Mm-hmm.
see a live feed.
Right.
I didn't know I was watching a live feed. I thought I was just watching a replay
Yeah.
of something that had happened.
Yeah.
And as I was looking at it, I was like, dang, this is live? This is happening like right now? And then I go turn on the news, And this sure enough happening live stream. And I'm like, wow.
It was a big deal, man.
And people were really in there commenting like this man deserved to die that way. Like he deserved to have his
man,
knee on his.
That
Nobody-
is
yeah.
the disconnect that we have in this country. That we have
America
people
is
who are okay with this.
desensitized
Exactly.
We got people who are
To
okay with it.
death.
Yeah.
We got people rooting it on. Oh, he shouldn't have been resisting. He's resisting. Like, dog, we live in a sad time right now, man, where it doesn't matter what you do. It's gonna be people just automatically just gonna down you, and it's people lives that's being taken.
But
It's
that's
sad,
where
man.
we need to come together and stand up for each other, and not just we're doing too much of this.
That's real.
And we're not
Not
actually doing
listening
anything
at
about
all.
it. Yeah.
I heard a dude talking this morning, man, and he was saying the only how we can bridge the divide between the left and the right, conspiracy theorists and regular people, is to have an open dialogue.
Yeah.
Is to talk. Right now, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not too many Republicans I want to talk to right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
The fact that
10 years ago, I
Yeah.
would have talked to him.
Yeah.
But right now, man, it's tough.
Yeah.
And both sides right now are being like that.
Yeah.
Where everybody thinks
nobody
the
wants
other
to talk
side.
to the other
Right.
side.
Nobody, everybody thinks the other side is horrible.
Yeah.
But when you're on the side of racism now, because that's what they are now.
Right.
They're on the side of racism to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're fighting for the statues. They fighting to take what they call it, the race theory out of schools. They don't
Critical
want
race
to,
theory.
they don't want kids to learn about slavery and how you had black, white water fountains. They don't want people to learn about that. But keep the statues up of the people who fought for slavery.
Yeah.
Like, these people are just weird, bro.
Yeah.
It's just hard to come to a common ground with people who think like this.
Right.
I don't want you to see anything bad about us, what we did, but keep the Confederate statues up.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
It don't make no sense at all.
It doesn't.
They're
And they're fighting for the statues. Yeah, keep the statues up. They're mad when they're
Don't
being taken
teach and
down.
talk about the bad things that we did. We're just going to keep them a part of history and keep memorializing them and honoring them and doing this and
Desensitizing, though,
Right.
to kind of carry on with your
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
It's stuff the bullshit that they do in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
right.
You know, it's just
I don't, hey, man.
Do
That's
as
why
I
it's
say,
hard
don't
right now
do
to
as I
talk to
do.
them.
yeah.
But hey, man, I've been thinking about it. I'll bring a Republican in, man, and talk to him on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know when.
Yeah.
We probably already had one. Just don't know it.
No.
I feel like the
It's-
world right now is on a lot of do as I say, not do as I do.
Yeah.
Old school parenting. It's like
I don't know.
Aisha was saying, like, we want you to see our people who push these agendas,
Mhm.
but we don't want you to talk about how they achieved the agenda.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I said, bro, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
I just want to see America move forward.
Great again?
It's, I mean, we already know this. That's just a horrible sentence. But I just want to see us move forward and always getting better.
Right.
I love the country, man.
Yeah.
It's not too many people that look like me that will say that. But I love America, man. And this
We
is
have
where I
more
was born.
freedoms to do things that we
I
want to do.
don't even
Right.
believe that's not even true, bro. If you look at other countries around the world, they can do just as much shit as we can.
I don't
We
have enough,
have the freedom.
I don't have enough knowledge to say either or.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
I try to read up on what other people are doing.
Not all other countries allow you to be gay.
That you can what you gonna do?
They kill them.
Right. I mean, but most countries is what I'm gonna say.
They persecute them.
Most countries are not backwards and let you say what you want to say. There are things that are different here and there. In the Britain, you know what I'm saying, you can't talk about their parliament at
They
all.
will bleep you
Yeah.
right out.
You can't you can't joke about their parliament.
Yeah.
You can't nothing.
What about the
That's-
Asians?
Who?
Asians.
What do you mean?
That shit's strict as fuck.
Oh, well,
do
I mean,
shit.
country to country. China's a little bit worse than Japan. You know what I mean? Japanese have more freedoms than the Chinese do. You go to, it matter where you're at. You go to Guam, they're underneath America. So it matters where you're at, and every place is different.
Mm.
But I don't look at America, man, like everybody else do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just the best country. Is because you read the opportunities other countries have
Right.
when it comes to social programs, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to crime,
Yeah, the
when it
healthcare,
comes
the
to
schooling,
guns,
and
They
yeah.
have
when it
better
comes to schooling.
healthcare
They
than
have
we
better.
do.
Everybody does pretty much.
Yeah.
We're one of the worst in the country.
Right.
Now, when it comes to opportunity to rich,
Uh-huh.
to get money, America's the place
Yeah.
to get money, man. When you want to be greedy, this the place to come.
Yeah.
You want to be all about you, this the place to come. But all across the other place of the world, man, they care more about each other, man.
Right.
Americans seem like we don't care about each other. We don't have governmental health care, single payer health care, which is insane.
Yeah.
That
agree.
there's so
I
many
agree.
people against that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want you to get health care off of my dollar.
Yeah.
And that's how people think.
Yeah, that's it. I hear it all the time.
It's crazy
Yeah.
that we think that instead of saying, hey man, everybody's taking care. Every European country has this.
Yeah.
They care about their fellow man. We want to see each other fail. And that's the corporate greed, capitalism.
Definitely.
I'm gonna make it by I don't care if you die, you sick, I don't care as long as I make it. That's that mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And-
really is, because
and-
here's a prime example for you, speaking on the healthcare portion.
Mhm.
Just by doing coordinations and things like that and talking to facilities and
Right.
getting pricings.
Right.
I think it's in Florida.
Mhm.
Just basic differences. At Simon Med, I believe it's like $100 for the patient to get just a basic mammogram.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they go down the street to like the local hospital
Mhm.
to get the mammogram,
Yeah.
it's $1,200.
Wow. That don't make no sense.
Is that with or without insurance?
Without insurance.
With or
Yeah.
without. Because
Yes.
they gonna
Still- that's
charge you
still the
that
base.
regardless, because
No,
that's their price.
That's self-pay pricing. This is without insurance.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, if the
But you still the price ain't gonna change.
Yes,
It's
it
how
is.
much you pay out your pocket.
I'm about to prove you wrong. The self-pay for the mammogram, $1,200 at the hospital.
Uh-huh.
Self-pay. That's
Yeah.
you paying out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's including the radiologist telling you the results of the reading
Okay.
Yeah.
of the exam. Simon Med is $100. They bill that to your insurance.
Uh-huh.
The hospital is going to charge $9,000 for that mammogram.
Wow.
So they make the insurance company pay more.
The insurance company, they bill the insurance company more.
Man. I hate that. I really
Which
do
is
not
why a
like it.
lot of people a lot of people be like, oh, I don't want to
The
get imaging.
health care is
Yeah.
the biggest scam in this
It
country,
is.
man.
I
The
agree.
America
It's
is a
so
business.
capitalist that each facility
That is bull.
has the ability to set their own
Everybody
prices,
said it's the wild, wild west of pricing.
Yeah.
Hospitals, every hospital got different pricing.
different prices.
Like it's ridiculous. Why isn't this country set to where the pricing to remove my tonsils is the same price no matter where I go?
Exactly.
This is how much it costs to remove tonsils.
Yeah.
This is how much it costs for lungs problems. This is how much it costs. But every doctor, every insurance, every hospital, everything is a different price, different situation.
Yep.
Right.
And it's
And then you got to
ridiculous,
think
man.
about it too. Like if you're doing something like a tonsillectomy, which is the
Mhm.
removal of your
Right.
tonsils,
Uh-huh.
That's a surgery, right?
Uh-huh.
So you have your surgeon. Surgeon
Mhm.
needs to be paid.
Right.
Yeah.
The
The
nurse.
hospital, where you're getting it done, needs to be paid because you're using one of their rooms. The person that puts you under anesthesiology,
That's paid. That's money.
that's money. The recovery nurse that comes in and helps you out and gives you your little pain meds,
That's money.
that's money. That's called a hospitalist.
Even the food.
The food,
Yeah.
that's money.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's
So
a
it
rip-off.
all they're literally charging you for everything.
Yeah.
And like the whole conversation started. If
Yeah.
we cared,
It
It's-
wouldn't be like this.
it
It
wouldn't
would
be
be
like this.
single
Yeah.
payer.
number one reason why people go bankrupt, healthcare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, man. We
Number
let
one reason why people are
fellow
homeless.
Americans
Yeah.
go
That's one of the
homeless.
Yeah,
major
it's a big one.
reasons.
Yeah.
That's one of the major
it's
reasons too
wild.
why families go bankrupt.
Right.
Because when you pass
Yeah.
away, you have your medical bills.
Yeah.
And the
Yep.
family can't take care of the medical
Mhm.
bills. So now you not only can you go bankrupt as an individual if you
The
have
average
medical
funeral is
problems.
$10,000 now.
You
And that's
done
just a
lost
small
everything.
basic
The
funeral.
person, the head of
Yeah.
the household passes away. He runs everything. You didn't lost the house. You lost the main source of income. It's tough, bro.
Yeah.
You got and then they leave you with that person's bills. Instead of that bill going away, that bill coming to you. next of kin,
Mhm.
and they gonna keep sending it to you even though this
Until it's
person been
paid.
dead.
Yeah.
Like it's
Or
wild, man.
or you provide that company with proof of death.
Yeah.
Which means that you have to take additional time
Well,
out of your day to scan a document
Right.
and or mail a document to them that shows proof of death, i.e., the death certificate has to be mailed to the company for them
Yeah.
to be able to write the balance off or charge it off as something
Mhm.
that, all right, well, we just gonna chalk this up as a loss.
Yeah,
They
man.
And then
passed away.
that's still a process too. You actually
Exactly.
Right.
because I have a little bit of life insurance experience.
Mhm.
In most cases, you're going to be charged for that up front, and then you have to go back and try to show that certificate and show
Right.
Yep.
that stuff, and then that takes time. It could take up to I believe
Th-
it was like
3 to 6
three.
months.
Yep, I was going to say 3 to 6 months. So if like Dip was saying, if it's the head of the household and you got 4 or 5 months of trying to figure this out, that
Mhm.
means all that money that was
Just
coming in from
piling
the head
up,
of the
uh-huh.
household is non-existent,
Right.
and everything else is just like you said, is piling up
Piling up.
on top of the medical bill.
Right.
Yep.
Wow.
It's hard, man. So I mean, that's definitely something socially, because I think that social programs are much needed, man.
Right.
And we have so many Americans that are against that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the fight, man. It's to just try to get people to get on the same page, but it's so hard in America when you got so many people against helping the poor, helping the people that don't have anything. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
So and back to it, that's what Habari Entertainment, that's what Habari News, Habari Sports, that's what it's all about.
We're just trying to bring the
Bring that
shine a light
information.
Yeah.
on the information
Definitely,
that's
man.
needed.
Like when do you have a chance to talk about these things with people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the only time we really can. You know,
And
we
I
sit
appreciate you guys
down
for doing
and
it.
talk about it.
Yeah.
This what it's about. Because you really don't have opportunity to sit down and talk to people and get it out there to where thousands of people could see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? These are things, and sometimes you just don't know what other people think. Maybe you need another person's opinion to spike your interest or what you think may be a good idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think
Or
the
even if you just
podcasts are
see the
very
article
important.
Yeah.
on the website and you think about somebody that you know, and for example, like, oh, he might be interested in this article, and you just quick
Right.
share
Share
to
it to
him,
them. Right.
like, hey, what you think of this?
Mm-hmm.
And then that sparks a conversation between
Right.
the two of you
Yeah.
for whatever. Or
Mhm.
then that conversation that sparked between the two of you could end up, hey, I got a question, Facebook, me and my friend, or me and
Right.
my so and so. Here's the situation. What do you think?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it's
like
all
how you guys allow people to follow along and comment and everything else too. So
Mhm.
I think that part is dope as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I'm trying to stay on top of it more because Jimmy is horrible at it. But I try to stay on top of what people saying and try to speak to them
Yeah.
more. I'm gonna be on that more, man, because I see. Like last week I did it, but I was in the wrong damn comment section. So, but I want to make sure I just talk to people more and interact more because I think that's what is was really gonna grow at the interaction of
Definitely.
talking
Okay.
to people, man,
Yeah.
and keeping it going
Yep.
like that because people just want to feel like they're a part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And part of the show and bringing people. We want people to be a part of it. So
And then,
that'd be
we
dope.
do have the option too for viewers to call in.
We don't put it
Oh.
out there much,
I didn't
but
even know that.
But
yeah,
they
you
do have the
can.
option to call in if we're talking about a certain topic and
Mhm.
you feel like, hey, I actually want to talk to you guys for a few minutes about this.
Yeah.
There's that option to
We
you
do
can
have that
call in.
option.
Oh wow.
We don't
That's dope.
post it much, but you could do
Anytime
that too if
I'm
you wanted to.
engineering,
Yeah.
you'll see the phone number pop up on the
Yeah.
screen, and I'll
I
tell you
never
to
do it.
call in.
Yeah.
Or
I suck. Yeah, but we're gonna start doing that next week, man. A little
Yeah,
bit
that's
more and
dope.
try to get people to call in, man, and just talk to us.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I was thinking about my homie Daniel and the old show that we used to do was really our first podcast that we did.
Yeah.
And we was really good at those type things at the old podcast. So we got to get better
Yeah.
here at doing those things, man. And while I'm talking about him, he was pretty much was our inspiration for doing a lot of this stuff. He passed away. Did you know Daniel?
I don't think I did know.
No, he didn't know him.
No, I don't think so because I met Daniel. I met the whole crew randomly. I think I was following Daniel and Tito when they started doing the reviews,
the food
and
The
I was
full
reviews.
sharing. Yeah,
reviews.
when they were doing the few reviews, and I was
Uh-huh.
sharing it all the time. And I think that's how he caught wind of me. And then once I went into the life insurance, I think he just saw how heavy I was going on the life insurance, and then he reached out to me
He
to
just
do
liked
the
your hustle.
interview.
He just liked what you was trying to do something.
Yeah.
So he was I don't know, man. He was just a dope dude.
Yeah, he was.
So you know what I
Shout out
mean.
to Daniel
I wish
and
he was
Tita.
still here, man. What we building here, it would be just so much funner if he was here. You know what I mean? He was just the man, dude, and he meant a lot to what we're trying to do. I wouldn't have started none of this stuff without him because he was just my inspiration to start. I was thinking about doing some stuff. I had talked to Justice, then I talked to him, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let's go. Me and you, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I brought my old lady in. He brought his lady in, and we just made a show. And we did it, I think, almost 2 years, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
that
2
show to
years.
me, it's gonna be real good, man.
Yeah.
We were getting a good following, dude.
Oh, man.
We got to the red carpet that we did for Rare. What was the name of the movie? The Hookup King,
Unhitched
Recently?
King.
the Unhitched King,
Yeah,
Okay.
Unhitched King. IROC's
The
movie.
IROC's
Yeah.
movie
You
that
know what I'm
you
saying? We was
released.
doing the
Yeah.
red carpet, and people came up to us. Hey, what you guys doing? I remember you from the Daniel and Tita show. People still remember us from that show.
Wow.
You
That's
know what I'm saying? It's crazy because you never even think people
We even following
right,
you,
and you don't even think people
and you
really
were just a
care.
co-host at the time.
Right, and
Yeah.
we were just co-hosts, and people still come up to us, asking us what they don't even know about this yet, because that's how big that was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That show really was on its way, man. And I wish my homie was still here. We would have kept it going, man. But we built this in his honor, and we gonna just like we always try to give him props for what we're doing,
That's
because
dope.
we wouldn't be doing the media side. We were trying to do the news stuff before that,
Right.
but the podcast things like that, we wouldn't be on that if it wasn't for him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to give him a good quick love, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because that's the homie. Rest in peace.
Yeah. I wanted to shout out to some local artists that are out there. Simba. Have you heard of Simba? SYMBA. There's a lot of like freestyles and stuff like that. Joyner.
He's kinda dope.
Yeah, Joyner's more on the mainstream now.
Joyner Lucas?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
he's dope.
Mhm.
Emilio Rojas, Toby. How do you say his last name, Elijah?
Nwigwe.
There you go.
Nwigwe. Is he African or something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it. The whole like when he does it live too is
Mhm.
dope because they don't even need instruments. Like
Yeah,
they're pretty dope.
that sounds dope.
Yeah, I think you should check. I think you would like him, Dip. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him.
Mm.
What about Mozzie?
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Blast. Blast is more mainstream now.
No, I've never heard of Blast, but I definitely heard of Mozzie.
Yeah. And then some local artists, Sincerely Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Flage?
Mm-mm.
That
I
one's-
met Sincerely. I think we interviewed Sincerely Collins, didn't we? I think we did.
I think that might have been on the Day on Tita
On Down
podcast.
to podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, I don't know the second dude.
Flage, she just got signed on to
Oh.
Jay-Z's label.
Really?
Okay.
She's from
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, she was
Wow.
actually. So no, I'm trying to think. I think she might have had some connection here with Arizona.
Oh, okay.
But it's dope because if she didn't get a rapper contract, she was gonna get a basketball contract. That's how
Wow.
Oh,
dope she
really?
was. Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? I think I did see a article about that this week.
I ain't heard about her.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah.
Her music is her father. The reason why she's Flage is because her father was called Camouflage,
Oh.
and her father passed away, so she wanted to kind of carry on his
Yeah.
tribute and
Homage
stuff like that.
to
Yeah.
him.
That's dope.
Right, yeah. Flawless Real Talk, but he's not from Arizona. He was on some Netflix show. And then two other artists too that are dope, but they're not from Arizona is Say Rock and 3D Not T. Local artists though, LV the artist. Have you guys heard of them?
Yeah,
Heard
I
of
heard
LV?
her.
I've heard of her a while ago.
I
He ain't
haven't.
gonna hit the biggest name out right now, even though he's not originally from Phoenix, but he's representing Phoenix right now. Mr. Merkums.
Oh yeah.
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 Markham's.
Yeah. We talk. We've interviewed Mark. He's been here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a cool cat, man. He's doing his thing, man. I like to see him
He's
do
definitely
something
on
man.
that grind for
I
sure.
Yeah,
thought,
man.
I thought LV had fell off for a little while.
Oh, you said
Did she-
LV.
Yeah.
Oh,
did
yeah.
she recently release something new?
I think she just came out with some new stuff. She just had a baby.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
that's
what it
probably
was.
why she fell off for a little
Yeah.
while.
I'm
I do
still-
remember her though.
Yeah, I'm still watching her stuff. She's dope. I
Mhm.
tried reaching out to her.
Okay.
She's in Florida, I think. I might be wrong.
Oh.
So if you're watching this, I apologize.
Yeah, LV. Yeah,
And,
she was doing that thing
comedian.
for a while.
Yeah, comedian Marlon the Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dope. He's funny. I mean, his team kind of sucks. Actually, they're doing really good, but I always go back and forth with his team. He's the Eagles.
Oh
Philly Eagles, but
they do suck.
yeah.
I was like,
But
dang, Patrick.
Marlon's cool, man.
Yeah.
I've met him a couple times. I've interviewed him. I think
We interviewed him a couple
times.
on Daniel Tina
Yeah.
podcast.
So I know him pretty well. He's a pretty cool dude, man.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about his actual team. I was like, dang, that's so out of character for Patrick to be like, his team sucks. They're not professional.
I figured he was talking about the Eagles because that's all Marlon talk about is the Eagles.
Yep, him and Jay.
Him and Jay, yeah.
And then I wanted to ask a question, because I think I was asking you guys if you guys heard the new Rihanna. Have you heard the new Rihanna song?
Not yet.
No, I haven't heard it yet.
I know it's gonna be a hit though.
It is good, and how do you?
I haven't. I've been seeing bad reviews about it. I've been seeing mixed reviews.
It's gonna be a hit. It's on the Black Panther movie. It's gonna.
I don't know. It looks, because I'm listening to her song. You know how they do like the soundtrack or whatever for it. It looks like it's gonna be dope. So I hope not. I just don't know how they're gonna be able to carry on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. It's gonna be a lot of women, man. That's something I could tell you. So that's who's holding it down. So the movie is gonna be pretty much based on them. I think it still should be pretty good, man. I hope that they use this multiverse situation to be able to bring a new one.
Yeah.
You know, because you have the opportunity with that
to bring in a whole somebody new universe.
Yeah. So other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. I think it should be good. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm not gonna dress up like or anything, but I'll be there, man. Because every Marvel movie I'm there. I always represent because I just like what they're doing. I've always been a fan since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So,
are you DC or
Marvel?
Okay,
Marvel. I've always liked Marvel. I watched DC cartoons. I watched the movies
and complain about them the whole time. DC trash. Just go ahead and say it.
They've been doing a bad job.
Yeah,
we're gonna see. I don't go see their movies in the theater anymore because it's been a letdown.
Once they took Christian Bale out, I was like, okay.
It's just a letdown, man. They're just all over the place. You know what I mean? I just wish they get some continuity going on.
Right.
But it looks like that's what they're trying to do with James Gunn coming in.
That's what I was just about to say.
We'll see what happens.
Hopefully they'll bring some type of continuity between the cartoons and the animations.
Well,
and the live
at least do the TV
shows
and your movies.
Right.
At least have continuity with those. They got a TV Flash, a movie Flash,
and a cartoon Flash.
They got three different Batmans. Like they got TV Batman. They got dog. Dude,
and I think they just said, was it the other day they was releasing something that was saying the Batman 2 was supposed to be released. It's coming out in 2025.
Right. Yeah, and he's not in the Batman in the normal universe. He's outside of it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you waste the money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just I don't understand them. They're just weird.
They're not driving anything.
Yeah, man.
But so I watch as a guest come on, and you have your questions that come on, and I always end up knowing like maybe 5 out of 10. But I wanted a chance to quiz you.
That's what you get.
Some are easy. One I feel like you have to know. If you don't, I'm giving you the womp womp. You ready? They won't be too hard. What does Habari mean? And in what language?
Swahili.
Nice.
You better know that.
She better know another one that's coming up. Which film became the first to be directed by a woman to gross more than $100 million at the U.S. box office?
Was that Wonder Woman?
Mm-mm.
The first to be directed by a woman.
Yeah, I don't know that, man.
Nah, I don't know.
It was Big with Tom Hanks, directed by Penny.
What?
It was directed by Penny Marshall.
Oh yeah,
that was directed by a woman.
Yes.
Well, Penny Marshall's dope though. She was dope before she passed away.
That's a classic
too.
At?
What movie or what show?
Definitely. Her TV show was not Three's Company. The one where the two girls worked in the Milwaukee.
Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley. There you go.
But she was also in what is the Fonz?
Oh, she was in that too.
Good Times.
Good Time. Happy Days.
Happy Days. Yeah.
Yeah, she was the Fonz's I think girlfriend.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. You're right. She used to wear all black and everything. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm mad. I didn't know she directed Big.
Yeah, man. I
'Cause
didn't know
seen
that either.
movie like a million times.
Big is a great 80s movie, man.
Yeah, that's a classic
Great
right there.
classic
It really
80s movie,
is.
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm mad at
You
myself.
probably
I didn't know
couldn't make that movie
I hope
today.
you know the next one.
You couldn't make that movie today.
No, you couldn't.
No.
But he's a digital creator from St. Louis and goes by the nickname Lean Bob. Who is this person?
It's a tough one.
That would be our owner, CFO, Habari Entertainment, David
There you go.
Ellison.
Yeah. Mr. Dip himself.
You gotta ask him how he got that Lean Bob
How did-
nickname.
Because he's lean?
No.
Or is it because
It's
of drink?
gasoline.
Huh?
Because you're a
man.
smoker?
No.
Nah, man.
No, like actual gasoline.
Dude, they were making fun of me. They spilled gasoline on me. And just start calling me gasoline, dipperline.
So it's like one of them, like,
just
oh,
fucking
homie,
with,
fucking-
homies fucking with me, bothering me. Because I was always called Dip
Oh.
since I was a little kid. But the Dip Lean and all those things, Lean Bob, all that stuff came from just people fucking with me from gasoline.
It's crazy sometimes how nicknames evolve.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it just stuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
When was the first podcast made and who created it?
Oh, that's a good question.
Our first podcast was definitely the Daniel and Tita podcast.
Not your show. The very first ever podcast.
Saying first ever.
Yeah.
Oh, ever?
Yeah.
In history?
Yeah.
Crap.
And who created it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna know that.
Um,
Dang. I knew. No.
Howard Stern?
No.
Hell no.
That's a good guess, though.
No. I don't know.
It was in 2004, which is weird because I feel like
It should have been older than that.
Yeah, but it was in 2004, and it was by Adam Curry and Dave Weiner. They created the Inventions of Podcasting show.
What?
Yeah.
And they used the word podcast in it too.
Yeah.
That's probably when it was all vocal, though, right? They probably didn't have a
They
visual
probably
with
didn't have
it.
visuals. Are probably all radio based.
Probably, yeah.
Dang.
what
2004, huh?
Yeah. What president was a licensed bartender?
Licensed bartender.
That's a hard one.
What president was a licensed bartender? Washington?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't even want to guess that.
Abraham-
JFK.
Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln, yeah.
Wow.
I heard
Lincoln
he
That
was a
was my
vampire
next
hunter,
guess,
too.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
He had a wild life.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did all types of stuff.
Yeah, he had a wild life.
I heard he was a vampire hunter, too, wasn't he?
right.
I mean, maybe. How many legs does a lobster have?
8.
Wrong.
10.
Yep, it's 10.
We just had that question.
I
dog.
did. As soon as I said 8, I was like,
And you want me when I said 8 that one time.
yeah, and I think that's why I said 8 too.
Show like, how do you miss this? And I remembered that question.
And then on this one, I want to see who you guys pick from one or the other. Alicia Keys or Janae Aiko?
I don't even know
Alicia
who Janae
Keys.
Aiko is. Who is
No? She's dope.
It's Gene Aiko.
Janae Aiko, yeah.
Big Sean's lady.
that? What's she sing?
All the freaky current stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you ain't finna know Alicia Keys.
Okay. Kevin
yeah.
Hart or Chris Rock?
Chris
Oof,
Rock.
That's a hard one.
I'm going Chris Rock.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
How
Kevin
much for
Hart's
one
not
rib?
funny, man.
Respect or loyalty?
Loyalty comes with respect.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
loyalty. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say loyalty.
Yeah. You too?
Yeah, loyalty.
I got a hard one for you, Dip. 92 Bulls or the 70 Celtics?
The 1970 Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Bulls, man. 92.
Yeah.
That's a tough team, man.
Yeah.
They beat Magic, Worthy.
91 and 92 were both tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. 91 was the year they beat. 92 was the year they beat the Suns.
Yeah.
So
That's
regardless,
why I always
man,
hated the Bulls. 'Cause I'm
I
like,
bet.
Yeah.
you
every
grew up here.
year, yes. Well, I was switched. I was New York and the Suns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Patrick
But
Ewing
I-
and John
dude,
Starks.
I've loved the Suns before I even moved here.
Yeah.
I just like the vibe of the team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always did.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Even back
That's
in
one thing we
92,
should do,
I loved
too.
them.
Habari Entertainment goes out to the Suns game together. It's a whole
Yeah.
big group.
I'd
I
be
want to
dope.
do. I
Yeah.
want to do
Like all
sports
our
bag.
podcasts.
What about a
Yeah.
Rattlers game?
together. Yeah, that
What's
would be dope
Who
too.
is that? Nobody
Arizona
knows that.
Rattlers, there's
Arizona
football
Rattlers.
game.
Are they still
Indoor.
around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Arizona Rattlers is the best
Are
professional.
you sure? I think the Arena Football folded, didn't it?
Nah,
No,
man.
they're still
Arizona
around.
Rattlers is
It
the
did?
best
Yeah.
professional team we have.
No, you're right. They won like 3-4 championships,
More
right?
than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran like the first I think like the first 10 years they were here, they won like 7.
And then the women,
championships or
how many
something like that.
championships the women got?
The
WNBA?
Mercury?
Yeah.
They're
They got
dope.
at least
They
3.
got a- yeah.
4?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mercury got at least 3 or 4.
Right.
Yeah.
And we never care. Nobody cares.
Shout out to WNBA.
Yeah, man.
John Mercury.
Lisa
Yeah,
Leslie.
that's what we should do. We
Yeah.
should hit up
Yeah.
all the games.
Yeah.
Do
We
games.
do. We still need to.
I'm trying to do an amateur pro wrestling match.
This dude here, man, that's gonna be on y'all. I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
that to y'all.
What about?
Or go ahead.
No, after you.
I know. I was just gonna stay with the wrestling. I was gonna be like, y'all ever been to one? Like it's crazy, man.
I've been to
like
one.
Yeah.
it's
No.
when they're
I've never been
amateur
to
and you
one,
can
yeah.
be like right by the ring and stuff like
No,
that.
I've been to
It's
WWF when it was
Nah,
WWF back in the day.
Nah, because then you in the stands and you ain't really that close. When you go to these amateur ones, they like in a building like the size of Celebrity Theater,
Yeah.
where everybody's close to the ring and you get all that. It's just a total different environment.
Man, I'm good, man. On the Walmart wrestling, man.
What about mute or blind?
I'd rather be blind.
Yeah.
I gotta talk, bro.
Yeah, we'd be out of business.
I'm gonna go mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You would go mute.
Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali?
That's the technician or the brawler?
Right. Like how you
I'ma
just gonna
say-
pit the two against each other?
I'm gonna say Muhammad. I grew up in the Mike Tyson era though,
Yeah.
but I think that he was just more political. His life meant a little bit more for things outside of the ring.
He stood for a lot more.
And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Mike never regained the championship belt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After he went
After
to
he
jail
lost
and
it.
went to
I kinda
prison and
forgot about
everything,
that.
he never
Yeah.
regained it, man.
How you forget about the Robin Williams incident?
Yeah, you got to give
Yeah.
it to him. Muhammad was able to regain it after losing it a
Yeah.
couple times.
Yeah.
So, and Mike never was able to get back to that form that he was at 19, 18. But man, woo,
Do you think he would have been able to if Cuss was still around?
dog, if Cuss didn't die and they somebody stayed around him that was serious, man. He
Mhm.
didn't like Atlas. I don't think that was gonna last. That was a problem. He didn't like Atlas.
It
He
was the
didn't
chemistry
respect
between
him.
him and his trainer, right?
Right.
yeah.
And that's why
Mhm.
Customato was so important to keep him around. But he died, and that was the only person Mike really would listen to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that was a
It
big
ain't that he
deal.
just listened to him. He trusted him.
Yeah, he was like a
Right.
father figure to
Right,
him.
It was
right.
somebody that he looked up to,
Right.
like a
And
role
he didn't.
model.
Teddy
Yeah.
Atlas, he wouldn't listen to him. He didn't lie. I don't think he liked
Somebody
Teddy
he
Atlas.
respected, rather.
So
Right. Yeah.
So that
when
he was
dude died,
loyal
it was
to.
over.
Yeah.
But man,
Mhm.
I wish, man, dude would have lived a few more years, man.
Yeah,
And
so do I.
Mike,
He could have
'cause
got a couple
he didn't
more.
take his training. Man, if
After
you
he
watch
died, he
the
didn't
Buster
take-
Douglas
yeah.
fight,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous what they was doing,
Yeah.
man. He's
After
man,
dude died, he did not take training or anything.
nothing
seriously. After
seriously.
that.
But I wish that it wouldn't have happened the way it did.
I broke my back.
Yeah, man,
And the
because I
thing
was a
too-
big fan, man, and seeing him lose to Buster Douglas, that hurt,
Yeah.
bro.
And thinking of Muhammad, the thing that I can't stand is I hate when Floyd. I hate when he trash talks Muhammad and Mike Tyson. It's like
He will do whatever it takes to make him
Look
be the
better.
number one
Yeah.
fighter ever.
Yeah.
I feel like Floyd Mayweather got a battle rapper mindset. Like, it don't matter who the fuck you are. I'm a battle rapper. I'm better than you.
Floyd, he's gonna get a bad rap because he selected his fighters too well.
Yeah.
Instead of just going out there and just fighting who's in front of you. He was very strategic about who he wanted to fight and when he wanted to fight him. And that's gonna hurt him.
Yeah.
You know, and you have
I think it already has hurt him.
it hurt him all the time.
Yeah.
You know, that's why people don't take him as the best fighter ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he was so selective in
So
his
selective.
opponent.
Yeah.
And then you didn't fight the fighters when they were in their prime. You tried to
Exactly.
go outside their prime. But hey man, you got to give
Or
it to him.
Do
He was a
before
great
prime or
fighter.
after
Right.
prime.
Right.
I
He was
think-
a great fighter, great defensive fighter.
I think it comes down to what Mike Tyson was saying, like as far as somebody like Roberto Duran,
Mm-hmm.
who went like, gosh, what did he say? I might be getting these numbers wrong.
He
but I wanna
fought
say
100
like
times.
Yeah, fought 100
And
something.
then lost and then fought another 100 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, before losing again. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the
and
type of stuff.
Mayweather has like 50 fights total.
Right, exactly.
Total,
These cats
completely.
have 150, 200 fights. and they only had like 3 losses. You're like, nah, man, I don't know. If you can say you the best ever, because you won 50 times in this era of weak boxing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This last 20 years of boxing is weak.
Yeah.
Especially compared to the 80s and the 90s. And Mike can't talk too much about ducking because he ducked Lennox Lewis and Holyfield in the 80s and 90s also.
Yeah. So that carries on into my next segment, which talks about what really pisses you off. And that's when people, don't give the recognition and the credit to other people.
Mm-hmm.
What pisses you guys off?
Oh, man. A lot of shit pisses me off, man.
Disrespecting you on Facebook and calling you a clown.
Yeah.
Right.
Spam callers. I just announced that the other day. I hate when people, the political calls and everything else. It's like
I don't really care about that. I'm okay. The thing that really pissed me off the most, man, is straight up just disrespecting my intelligence.
Right. Oh, I hate that.
I can't take it.
Yeah.
Bro. I can't take it, man. That you really gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you feel as though that I don't understand what you're talking about, make me understand.
Yeah.
If you feel as though that I can't comprehend what you're talking about, now you're starting to disrespect
and have
me.
a respectful conversation, because when they, as soon as they get upset, they want to start attacking your character.
Right. And that's what I can't stand,
Yeah.
because I never attack people's character over conversations.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call you dumb and a clown because we don't agree on something.
It has
We
no
can-
relevance to what the
None.
conversation is. Yeah.
We can agree to disagree. It's
Right.
my favorite saying.
Yeah.
We just disagree, bro.
Yeah.
You see it in a different way than I do. That's fine. But the main thing that I tell people, I go off proof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I go off things that's written in black and white. Many of people have said this, and this is proof.
Yeah.
I can't go off one person saying this, or one zeitgeist video, or one. I can't do it,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
This information has to be found several places for me to believe it.
Right.
And to me, I go off what's true and what I can read and touch. And I'm not gonna go off YouTube videos or some dude talking. You know what I mean? You got to put this stuff and show me proof. And I don't.
Let's have a conversation.
Man,
about
for
it.
real, man. And I just don't think people in these online days respect that, or have, and what they call research nowadays is just ridiculous.
All of a sudden, everybody's
Oh my God,
investigative reporter.
man, dude,
Right.
it's so ridiculous. You don't
Research
even
nowadays is. I looked it up on Wikipedia.
You have
and
to
asked my
learn
friend, so
how to research.
Yeah.
And most people do not know how to do research.
Yeah.
You know how to do a research paper? Have you did a anything that where you have to do a lot of research to come up with information? And if you do research paper, you have to tell me where you got this information from,
Right.
who
Cite
gave you,
sources.
and cite all your sources. People they're not doing that.
No.
If I tell you something, best believe I'm gonna cite my source, and I'm gonna tell you where I found this information, and I'm just not gonna yell some crap that I heard from some dude.
Yeah.
So we got to do better at that, man. And those are the things that pisses me off, and it's pretty much every day, because that's how people are.
Yeah.
They'll post a YouTube video. That's proof, bro?
Yeah.
You give me an article, at least the article at the bottom is gonna say where they got this information from and what studies that that this information is coming from.
Right.
A YouTube dude,
Yeah. No, you got to do better than that. You got to do
Come
more
on,
than that.
come on, cite some studies, cite something that's going. And look, dude, people are so ignorant nowadays. You can cite studies and they still won't believe you.
Yeah.
That's how it is. People don't believe in science. They don't believe in studies. They just believe what they want to,
Yeah.
and whatever makes them feel comfortable. And man, that pisses me off.
I'm right there with you.
For real, dog. Stop
So-
trying to be comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Be uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable and learning it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
You have to be uncomfortable to learn. Don't stay in your box and what you've been learning.
Yeah.
Learn something different. Be wrong. Damn, I was wrong, man.
And be okay to be that you're wrong.
It's okay.
Take ownership. Take
It's
accountability.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought something different.
Yeah.
When when you're fighting to be right, even though people are giving you proof,
Yeah.
that's ignorance.
Yeah.
That's past ignorance.
That's why I say all the time, like, I'm okay to say that I don't know something, because I don't know half the time. I don't know.
I don't know
Right.
shit, man. Dude,
Teach me.
I don't know.
Teach me. Yeah.
Teach me.
Yeah.
I don't know everything.
Yeah.
Teach me. And
Yeah.
I'll pick, hey man, damn, okay. I'm all right with being wrong. I can
Yeah.
admit it. People have told me online, hey man, that's wrong. Oh, damn, straight up. What's the truth? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So
In this next part of the show, I'll give a shout out and spotlight a local business, an artist, or an organization.
Mm-hmm.
Today on the list, we have Grassroots Book and Juice Bar. Have you guys
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
They got clothes, books, and juices. Plus, each purchase from Grassroots Bookstore helps to fund grassroots activism, education, and economic
Dope.
development efforts through the Phoenix Local Organizing Committee for Justice or else. You can find them at grassrootsbookstore.com, and they're located at 1145 East Washington Street, Suite number 200 in Phoenix.
Dope.
Next, we have Vera's Beauty Supply. And I was told that this is the first Black-owned beauty supply store on the South Side.
Wow.
So go take care of your wigs, bundles, braiding hair, and cute outfits, purses, and more on hand. They are located at 5037 South 24th Street in Phoenix.
Wow.
That was Vera's Beauty Supply.
Yeah, man.
As we wrap up the show, I want to give a huge shout out to my guest, the Habari Entertainment.
Habari Live.
Plug everything.
Make sure, man. Make sure you check out Habari Live. It's on 10:30 a.m. on Saturdays.
Yes.
Sundays, we started off with Elijah with Wealth for Generations at 11 o'clock a.m. on Sundays.
Yes.
Then we have the Mom and Pop Show with Patrick. And then sometimes at 5:30, matter with how you got going, we got the Exo Show. And on Fridays at 5, we have Vine Rebel.
Yes.
So tune in, man.
There's a lot of stuff out
Yeah,
there.
man. And let us know anything that you think that we could do better. Anything that you think that that you
Give
see
us that
that
constructive
I
criticism.
want
Right.
to learn. You know what I mean? What you think that I could do better. Things that you think that Habari Entertainment could do better as a company to better
stories that you'd like us
connect
to
with
cover.
definitely any stories you want us to cover, because we love to cover anything that has to do with people who are being left out, left behind, where the big people are not taking care of the small man.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we put those stories out and make people know
Right.
what's going on.
And Aisha, I don't want to forget you, the queen. You do shirts.
Yes.
Plug that away as well.
The t-shirts, as you guys can see here on the desk and table, depending on the size or color that you want, we can get those done for you. Prices range from $15 to $35 and up for your t-shirts.
That's right.
The t-shirts are hand pressed.
Yes.
And I press them myself. So you can inbox me on my Facebook. It's Aisha Rowan, or you can do Instagram, Habari News ENT, Twitter, Habari News ENT.
Right.
I'm also on TikTok at Habari Entertainment
You're doing
or
TikTok
Habari
dances
News.
and stuff?
No, I'm not doing dances, but most of the stuff that you'll see on the TikTok will be
Yeah.
mostly stuff from the show. You'll see like promotionals for the week for whoever we
Yeah.
have coming in for
That's
the
all.
week for the guest, or like little reel clips from, being in the studio and things like that.
But yeah, man, hit us on info@habarientertainment.com for any other questions or any inquiries. And anything that we do custom t-shirts, hit us up, man. We'll make it happen for you.
Support local, support Black owned. It's start supporting and sharing and liking and doing everything. So
For
we
sure.
can
And
build
don't
as a
forget,
community.
we are entering holiday season.
Yeah, man.
So with us entering into November this month or the next couple of days.
Oh, yeah.
We do have a Small Business Saturday for 2022 is this year, Saturday after Thanksgiving. So if you would like to get a t-shirt, you can inbox us, Facebook us. You can even hit us up on the website, www.habarientertainment.com.
And also, man, I appreciate you, bro. You're doing a great job. Everything going good. We literally show, man.
Yeah.
I think it's been
You
growing.
you make it easy though. I mean, no, but I'm being honest. Like if I need to, set a specific time, you guys are more than flexible and everything else. I think what you guys are doing is dope.
Yeah, man.
I give a lot of credit to Elijah, because had he not, told me to co-host the show, I never would have came in.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
That's what friends do. We all help each other, and Elijah helps a lot, man. I appreciate what he does.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do something, man.
Yeah.
People are gonna notice, and things gonna go up from here, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can see. And like I said, I really appreciate you, and I love the show, bro. And we're gonna do everything to make sure that your shows are doing good and a part of the future of bar entertainment.
I appreciate it. And also a shout out to Elijah. He's behind the scenes right now.
Right on, man.
Yo.
Yeah.
We appreciate Elijah, what he doing.
Yeah, thank you. And he's also a photographer on the side too. So
we building, boy.
And to Habari Entertainment, and check out other shows on there like Habari Live, Wealth for Generations, the Von Rebel Show, the Mom and Pop Spots. And that is it. But unless you want to come on and present your show as well, please come through.
Yeah, man.
And please also check out One Love on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. This is One Love. Thank you for turning into the show. Make it a great day. Stay hydrated, well rested. We're out.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, that was good, man.